Hi, today I'm going to cover how you can tailor your LinkedIn profile based on your goals. Whether you're a student, business professional, or entrepreneur, you will find very important tips in this video. Let's get started. When you open your LinkedIn profile, you're going to realize that there are multiple sections in the profile. You can add your languages, you can add your experiences, there's a summary section, there's like a headline, multiple things in the LinkedIn profile. But which ones you should add? Based on your goals, you should be adding them accordingly. So I'll give you an example. If you're a student, you might have less experience section. So focusing on the volunteering activities on your LinkedIn is going to be the key thing, and your education area. As a student, you can add your courses section. You can just put the languages that you know. The languages doesn't have to be like Portuguese or like Greek or like different languages. This can be coding languages as well. C++, JavaScript, or anything else. The experience section can be only the things that you have done during your college years. It is totally okay. The most important thing is highlighting your headline, including your summary, definitely including your volunteer activities. And if you can also include some recommendations that you got from your classmates or your professors, that's going to be very beneficial for you as well. If you're a business professional and you have a lot of experience, starting from your most recent experience section is going to be the key for you. If you had a gap on your business life, for instance, you gave birth and you start working as a mom for 5 or 4 years. Maybe during that time you did some volunteering activities. So in that section, rather than putting to under the experiences, you can actually highlight them on your volunteering activities. Maybe you help some nonprofit organizations, maybe you were gathering and arranging some events and organizations. So those are really still important for you. So don't focus on the gap. Look at the things that you have done during your gap years. One of the main questions that I get asked all the time is shall I focus on my recommendations or shall I focus on my endorsements? So if you have any recommendations that people can actually write for you, focus on the recommendations first. Endorsements are okay, but it's not a high priority. When people come to your profile, the main thing they're going to see at the bottom of your page is the recommendations. That means that people are actually watching for you and they're actually recommending you to the public. So if I were you as a student, focus on the recommendations first. In terms of endorsements, rather than focusing mainly on the endorsements, focus on the skill section that you have. In LinkedIn, you have up to 50 skills that you can put on your LinkedIn profile. You might be thinking that, do I really have 50 skills? Do I really have 50 keywords that I can actually put it to my LinkedIn profile? The answer is actually yes. So I'll give you an example how we can actually update your skills section. So look at the jobs that you're applying and look at the qualifications and the descriptions on those job descriptions. And look at those keywords. Are they resonating with you? Do you have those skills? For instance, if you're looking for coding jobs and they're looking for a specific language, do you know those languages? If you do, definitely include those languages under the skills section. And if you have professors or your colleague or your teachers that can actually vouch that, they can also endorse you on those skills because they know that you took those classes, or in the corporate organization, you really excel on those skills, you can ask them to endorse you. So this is how you can actually look at the recommendations and endorsements. The last one that I really want to highlight is joining the LinkedIn groups. Most people actually underestimate the LinkedIn groups, but when you join the LinkedIn groups, you're going to find the like-minded people like you. For instance, if you're into social media, there are so many LinkedIn social media groups. And most of the time, they are closed groups. So if you really like those topics and if you want to engage with those professionals, joining those groups is going to help you. The way that it's going to help you is a couple points. Let me just explain. When you're trying to cold outreach to people, LinkedIn will surface your common connections or your common groups. So if you are in the common group with the cold outreach you are trying to in contact with, it's going to surface that you're in this common group. So when you're sending an email or a message, maybe you can use this group information and say that, hey, I just realized that we're in this common social media group and I would like to talk with you about XYZ. So it will create more commonalities when you join these groups. In LinkedIn, there are some groups, but actually there are still so many groups that you can actually create. Maybe you search and you couldn't find a specific group that you really want to join. You know what? You can actually create your own group and they're all free. This way, you can start creating your own community. Whether you're a student or an entrepreneur, you can start building out your thought leadership within the platform. These are all the points that I want to share with you. If you want to know more how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile, I have more videos in my YouTube channel that you can take a look. After working many years in LinkedIn and now working in Google, I really want to share my knowledge with you, and I use my YouTube channel as a free content library. If you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comment if you have more questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. That's it for now. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.